The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taori Labaja, has warned Army Chief Clerks against leakage of official documents. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taori Labaja, has warned Army Chief Clerks against leakage of official documents. Labaja gave the warning in a message to the opening of the 2023 Nigerian Army Chief Clerks Convention on Tuesday in Kaduna. Represented by Chief of Staff, 1 Division Nigerian Army Kaduna Brigadier General Moses Gara, the Chief of Army Staff expressed concerns over the recurring leakage of official documents in contravention of the Official Secrets Act. More worrisome is the spate of violations of the Armed Forces policy on the use of social media by personnel. He also directed that all clerks and personnel handling sensitive documents be routinely vetted by appropriate corps and departments of the Nigeria Army. At number 2, the Court of Appeal in Abuja on Tuesday affirmed Timipre Sylva as the validly elected candidate for the All Progressives Congress in the November 11 Bayelsa governorship election. The three-member panel in a unanimous judgment held that the trial court that nullified Sylva's candidature lacked jurisdiction to entertain the suit filed by an APC member, Demesoyefa Kolomo, having not been an aspirant in the primaries that produced the ex-Minister of Petroleum. The court also awarded the sum of 1 million naira in favor of Sylva in the first appeal. At number 3, Riv State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, along with a delegation of prominent elders from the state, has traveled to Abuja to address the ongoing crisis in the State House of Assembly and the potential impeachment of the governor. This comes after a meeting between Fubara and the elders aimed at reconciling differences, particularly with Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. The governor's media aide was unable to confirm the trip, but reports suggest that Fubara and the delegation left for Abuja. The aim is to prevent the political crisis in the state from escalating further. At number 4, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has upheld the victory of Natasha from the People's Democratic Party in the Kogi Central Senatorial election held in February 2023. The court has dismissed an appeal lodged by Abubakar Ohere of the All Progressives Congress, citing a lack of merit. This decision reaffirms the previous ruling by the Kogi State Election Petitions Tribunal, which established the legitimacy of Akpoti Uduaghan's victory and identified inflated results in several polling units within the election. At number 5, the corruption charges filed by the United Kingdom's National Crime Agency against former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Beziani Alison Madueke, have been adjourned to February 23, 2024. This decision was made during a plea and trial preparation hearing in Courtroom 14 at Southwark Crown Court, presided over by Justice Baumgartner. The former minister was arrested by the Metropolitan Police in October 2015 and is facing allegations by the National Crime Agency of accepting bribes in exchange for the award of multi-million-pound oil and gas contracts during her tenure from 2010 to 2015. At number 6, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Betta Edu, has alerted Nigerians to the existence of a portal designed by undesirable elements to defraud Nigerians. She said in a statement on Tuesday that the FG Humanitarian and Poverty Alleviation Trust Fund registration portal is fake and did not emanate from the ministry or any other agency of the government. The general public is therefore advised to disregard the link being circulated. At number 7, some indigenes of Oyo Town on Tuesday staged a peaceful protest at the entrance of the Oyo High Court in Awe, protesting the delay in the selection of new Alaafin. They held placards with various messages, emphasizing the importance of tradition and integrity in the process. Meanwhile, the High Court in Oyo State adjourned to Thursday, November 2nd, the case brought by 5 kingmakers against the state governor Seyi Makinde, the Commissioner for Local Governments and Chieftaincy Matters, and the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice. The kingmakers are contesting the governor's intervention in the selection of the new Alaafin of Oyo. At number 8, the Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Honorable Zephaniah Jelo, says the federal government will find a lasting solution to the friction caused by revenue collection in the gaming sector. Jelo made the call at the 2023 International Gaming Conference with the theme Innovation and Disruption, All Strategies for Success. Bello Maigari, the Executive Secretary of the National Lottery Trust Fund, stressed the industry's revenue potential and the importance of regulations to prevent revenue leakage and protect consumers. He recommended the use of technology, including artificial intelligence, for monitoring and ensuring fairness and integrity in the gaming operations. At number 9, the Nigerian Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, announced that the federal government will not renew licenses for underperforming electricity distribution and generation companies. At the inaugural Nigerian Electricity Supply Industry Market Participants and Stakeholders Roundtable, he expressed disappointment that a decade after the privatization of the power sector, these operators have not achieved their intended objectives. The government plans to evaluate this company's technical and financial capabilities, looking at their investments, infrastructure improvements, and losses reduction. The goal is to engage in meaningful discussions with private sector operators to address these performances. Finally, at number 10, the Israeli military on Tuesday said its fighter jet struck a senior Hamas commander who was responsible for the October 7 terrorist attacks in 2 communities. Nassim Abu Ajina directed the massacre on October 7th in the kibbutz Erez and Moshav Netiv Hazara, the Israel Defense Forces. The Israeli military also said it had attacked some 300 targets in the Gaza Strip in the previous 24 hours. This included anti-tank missile and rocket launch posts below shafts, as well as military compounds inside underground tunnels belonging to the Hamas terrorist organization. The military army said that several Hamas members were killed during its forces' ground operations. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.